Alright, what's up guys? Look, I've got this awesome gameplay for you guys today. It's WMD Black Ops. Rocking the Org with Dual Mag, and I've got Marathon, Hardened, and Scavenger as my three perks. Now, the reason I use that setup is because I like to be able to shoot through walls. It's part of my gameplay, it's just the way I play the game. And it's more effective in this game than it is in Modern Warfare 3, so that's why I use Hardened and not Impact on Modern Warfare 3, for example. Um, Look, I'm going to talk a little bit about the gameplay if I can. Um, so yeah, I'll just get straight to it. Look, back before I played Modern Warfare 3, I used to play this stage so differently. In fact, I used to play the whole game so differently. I used to more so like pick a spot and defend that spot and camp. I suppose you could say camp, but it's not really camping because I'm not just sitting in a dark corner just waiting for someone to come by. It's more like defending like an area of the map. And to some extent, I still do that sometimes. But since I played Modern Warfare 3, a lot has changed. Like, because in that game there, I got, whenever I would get Specialist, Specialist encourages you to run around and sort of hunt the players down rather than wait for them to come to you. And I've gotten so used to that gameplay, or that style of gameplay, that it's now rubbed off on the way I play Black Ops. And so, like I said, before when I used to play this map, I used to like camp in this building that's right to my right now. And I kind of used to just defend that building, and it is still a really good strategy to do because that building basically has a view of everyone, regardless of sort of where they are, other than the fact, like other than on the complete opposite side of the map. But even then, like enemies will come and spawn in that building all the way over on CDOM, and then they'll come out, and they'll usually come in your line of view, and so then you can take them out. So it's a really good tactic to sort of camp this building here or protect this whole building. But yeah, like I said, it's just too boring for me. I can't do that anymore. Like since playing Modern Warfare 3, it's not my style. My style of play has changed. Not necessarily for the better. Like I said, back before I used to get like really consistent high kill deaths in this game. Now, because I'm running around so much more, I don't get that. So my kill death I've noticed has actually started decreasing. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And that's the consequence of that sort of style of play. But the difference is that now I'm having so much more fun by running around and sort of what I like to call going crazy. And that has its benefits, I guess. At the end of the day, I play for fun, and that's how it is, I guess. But the truth of the matter is, you do have to know when to be patient, when to play slow, when to play fast. But like I said, there is skill. Don't get me wrong, there is skill in being patient. Okay, it is a skill. Patience is a skill, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And that's something you do have to learn and get sort of used to, rather than just running around. You have to know when to slow down, when to be careful, that kind of thing. And that's going to change, depending on the stage. It's going to change on the game. It's going to change, like I said, like this game. It doesn't lend itself as much to being able to run around as much as Modern Warfare 3 because you don't get all the perks like you do through Specialist. It's also going to change based on the players that you're versing. Like if you're playing good players, you're going to play a bit slower paced, more careful. Whereas if you're playing against, new players, noobs, low levels, there's a good chance that you'll be able to run around quite freely and not have to worry too much because, even when they get the jump on you, they're still going to lose effectively. So you got to take into all these things into account, I guess. But the idea here is really just to sort of use the map, really efficiently. Have an idea of sort of where your teammates are so that you can guess where the enemies are going to be spawning. It's also really useful to have the spy plane up, and also to not, there's like sort of two different tactics you can use when it comes to spy planes and stuff. Personally, I like to use the spy plane on my first life, use my helicopter as soon as I get it, get my dogs, and then hold on to the dogs. In this match, I didn't do this, by the way, but this is what I usually like to do. Hold on to my dogs until I die, then use my dogs. Then I'll pick up another spy plane generally because enemies are trying to avoid dogs. They're shooting, they appear on the map, so I'll know where they are. I'll get a spy plane. That'll then help me to know exactly where all the enemies are. Except for obviously those that are using Ghost, and then that'll lead into my next helicopter, and then eventually hopefully second dogs. And I do pick up the second dogs in this match, but it's quite late. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again later.